The first card that you have in the foundation card, or in the foundation position rather, is the Three of Swords. They call it the Three of Themes in this particular deck. And as you can see here, she's making the decision of whether to go back into this house, which has been, as you see, it's boarded up on the windows. It looks like it needs repair. It looks like it needs some fixing in some sort of way or another. So some of you all may be deciding this second part of March whether to stay in a particular situation you're in or to leave one. And this can be in a romantic or a love situation, or it can be with a group or organization, or it can be with a company that you're in. So this can go in all realms. It is the sword, so it's about your thinking. You're really thinking about this a lot. Do I want to stay and make this happen? She's deciding on whether she should go back into this college and make the repairs and clean it up and make it comfortable, or if she should look elsewhere. So I feel like you guys are evaluating possibilities, and it's a big part of your decision making. Which elements are appealing, which ones look like they're in my favor. I feel like a lot of you are saying there may have been some loss. Because, when you make a choice and say you leave a company or a relationship parts, yes, there is a feeling of loss. And this is the Three of Swords. And if you remember what that looks like in the artwork in the traditional tarot deck, it's a heart with big red heart with three swords going down the middle of it. So, yeah, sometimes we feel a loss when we move on or when there is a personal decision to be made. So I feel like some of you are thinking about this. The question is, do I take a new path to the unknown? This is going to require me to be courageous. Or do I stay where I am? And I feel like, the path of least resistance in a way, but in another way, the path less traveled is always a fun one. And when you take that adventure, then, it can take you into directions that you never thought possible. And of course, be discerning, be practical and grounded about what it is. Because, your second card in the challenge position is the Ace of Cups. They call it the Ace of Chalices, same thing. And usually, straight up, not in reverse, rather, this card is about happiness, abundance. One's cup runneth over. Like I said at the beginning of the video, my cup runneth over when you all watch the videos. But it is emotional satisfaction, and it comes up in your challenge position. And so I feel like that, these two do go together if you think about it. Is this making you happy? What can you do to fix it? Should you stay? Should you leave? Because some of you are a little bit stagnant or bored with where you are, or feeling encumbered by what you've been doing. And this could be in a work situation as well. Does your heart sing? Is it continuing to sing? Are you tired or bored with the same work you've been doing? That's what this would be with in the challenge position. Is there something new you need to take on? And I don't feel like March is going to be the month to do it. As you know, Libra, Jupiter is in retrograde. It's actually in your first house right now, but it is in retrograde. Venus is going into I think it is in retrograde. We've had this watery Pisces, which if any of you all watch your sun or your moon and your rising, if you all have a moon or rising in Pisces, I love you guys. It's been a feeling of watery, emotional. So there could be a little bit of stagnation around moving forward, around your creativity, around your making your heart happy with what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. Also take care of your physical and emotional health as well, because I feel like some of you are feeling tired, and this full moon tomorrow, today's the 11th, tomorrow on the 12th, my dog helped me remember that with a little bit of a bark, is in Virgo. And it's a full moon. So it's about releasing. It's a stronger moon. So take care of you. If you feel like you need to lay down and rest, what was the other sign that this came up with? I think it was Pisces, as a matter of fact. If you're feeling overly tired, then of course it might require that you sleep a little bit longer when you can. Again, adventurous, but balance that with your emotional and your mental needs for rest and playfulness, and however playfulness means to you. Maybe that's walking through the park or going to I heard the word ferry, like Ferry, but that would mean more of a, like, near a dock. But it might be taking the ferry somewhere. Whatever feels playful to you. But this is in your challenge. I do feel like you all are wanting a bit more emotional creativity and abundance. And these planets in retrograde will go direct, and things will start to smooth out for you. So the third card in this particular spread is the unexpected, and the strength card comes up, which I love that. This is a major arcana card, as you know. This card really shows that love conquers all. And I know you Libras are about love. And, really, bottom line is love. If everybody, which we know this would be very challenging, but if everybody had their heart open for each person that also reciprocated with a heart open, it would be a beautiful world. But, we know that in the end, you can be the peacemaker. You have the aura. We know that, Libras are very, you are a peacemaker. You're also very good with people. You're also a communicator. So this card reminds you that you have the inner strength and the wellspring within you, meaning like water springing up and the well being abundant, to tap into whenever you need to. You have the strength to tap into whenever you need to tap into that overflowing water. So just remember that this is the unexpected, and it might be towards, middle end of the month that you're feeling like, okay, I'm grounded. I know that I can tap into all of my resources. I know I'm a talented person. I have a lot of skills. I'm learning new things. And it might be too that you do want to learn some new things. The need for creativity or to create your life differently. I'm getting the feeling with some of you Libras that you're ready for that, and it's coming. But this is a time, and especially with this month, with these planets in retrograde, and maybe it's a time for you to really relax about it and go with the flow and say, okay, maybe there's not a ton of action or not. I mean, you Libras that are, blowing and going, let me know. I do feel like possibly definitely by the end of the month, because I'm seeing this fourth card, that things are going to start to look different. I think when Aries, when the sun goes into Aries, I believe is that around the 20th, that we're going to feel less watery and a little bit more passionate. And I love that this card came up in the outcome, because this would be a fire sign or a fire essence of, because it's the Wands card, and those are about our passion, our excitement, exploring new territory, picking up, responsibilities. It might be that you've grown tired of the old, and you're ready for the new. You've been restless. Again, this restless thing comes in. But, there may be important career news that comes your way, or that you really start to get excited. You've rested enough. You're meditated enough. You're starting to get excited about, actually something that's come into your mind. Some of you Libras, and remember to watch your moon and rising signs as well. This is for Libra, sun, moon, and rising. But if it's different, watch those. But for some of you, this could be an idea that you've had in your mind, and you've let it, brew like a stew, and you're thinking, okay, when's the right time? But you're starting to get more excited about it. And again, some of you too, maybe just looking around for new stuff. It's like, okay, what else can I build upon what I'm doing? What else is there that can make me happy and really charge up your creative batteries? So I love that this is coming at the end of the month. There's a little bit of restlessness. Where am I? What's going on? The Strength card says, you do have it within you, and maybe when you explore your own needs and what fulfills your heart, then this new creative inspiration comes up. Yeah, because I do feel like some of you have been restless. You may be testing out the waters. You may be sitting out resumes. But this is coming up as a sign that there's new ventures, there's new exploration for you, there's new projects. You're ready. This is a page, so this is the news coming in. So it might even be something that somebody says and it inspires you and it creates you, or that you see somebody else doing what they do and you're like, I could do that. I could be a tarot reader. I could be I'm hearing art gallery, or a gallery consultant, or a corporate art consultant. I don't know where that's coming from, but it's very creative and it's courageous. It's something that you're really ready to explore. So I feel like by the end of the month, that's going to come about, and that's exciting for you guys, Libra. All right, so let's pull some clarifying cards. And I'm going to use the same deck. And let's see what comes up for Libra. And this card's falling out of my hand, so definitely. Well, all right. Well, this is the Standing Stone, which is the same as the Justice card. And this is Libra all the way. Okay, so you can see the scales, the Libra scales right here. Justice, fairness, balance, the labyrinth. So, this deck talks about the standing stones, which is what this deck calls the Justice card. So in the mystic times, the mystics would go to the standing stones, and there would be arbitration and decisions made. And around those, there's enlightenment. So from the gods or the goddesses. So I feel like, Libra, that you are in a place where it's felt a little bit wobbly recently, but you're going to see an outcome that you're really going to like, and it's fair and it's just for all. I love how the spider connect. He's holding on to both of these. So again, there's balance. You're going to feel that more and more. Yeah, and by the way, the Ace of Cups represents, I believe, the winter months, or the fall to winter months. So it may be that this really comes around for you during the last part of the summer, where you start to really, your cup runneth over. You're seeing things in action. Some of you have been focused on the past too much. Even if you think you're not any longer, and I said that real high, didn't I? Even if you think you're not, then it's like, yeah, but there's still some issues you need to let go of, whether it's romantic issues that don't work out, and that could be part of this, but it's like, it's time to let go. It's time to move on. You're focused too much on that. Then this King of Wands comes up, and this is a fire sign. This is a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I feel like this person could be very valuable to you. This person could be someone who does inspire you, that gives you creative actions to take in your life, creative suggestions. If you're wanting to put a new plan together, this is the person. This is the king. He's king of creativity. There's going to be some talks, some things that need to be worked out. The Two of Swords comes up. Yeah, you're going to negotiations, and this could be negotiations around a contract for employment, or negotiations around where you live, paying more for a house than you want to, or selling a house. Some sort of negotiations. This could be with a company. Just stay shrewd. Here's the Seven of Swords. You have some sword cards, 3, 2, 7. that have come up. So this is about your thinking and planning. This could be a thinking and planning time. April, May, June could be more of a doing time. Then the Emperor card comes up, or in this deck, which is called the Horned God. You know, he comes up continually. It's very interesting, either as in the deck somewhere or the spread somewhere, or when I add up the numbers at the end, it adds up to 4. So I'm feeling like this is a universal message, this Emperor, because he is the archetypal authority, father figure, someone who has your back is what it means to me. This may be someone in spirit, a father, the universe, an archangel, whoever you look up to, or maybe you don't even know has your back. I am actually feeling something on the back of my back. It's very interesting. A little bit of a tingling as I say this. So just know that you have support and guidance around you. The Six of Wands comes up. So, you know, continue. The high road will take you to acclaim and accomplishment and victory and career wealth. So again, you're heading in that direction. Some of you have been restless. You've had several 7s too. This is the 7 of Cups. You've been restless, but also be practical about any opportunities that are getting ready to come your way, okay? Because she's fantasizing a lot. She's listening to these little fairies, but also there's transformation. So just know that whichever cup you pick, let that be the cup that takes you on the path of the long term, if that's what suits you. If it suits you to take a short-term venture, but there is going to be some opportunities that come up to you guys. I feel like this is going to come up more this year, May, June, July. Just get grounded with what does come your way, and you'll be able to create your own world. Create a prosperous world for yourself. Here's the Pentacle, the Cup, the Sword, the Wand. She's creating her own magic. She's creating the life that she wants. So I feel like some of this is in the long term, but coming up for you guys. Okay, so I'll add the cards up, and I have 3, 4, and 8 is 12, and 1 is 13. I'll do it backwards. 1, 9, 8, 9, 10. 3 is 13. Well, this has come up. You know, what did I just say? 1 and 3 is 4, right? And I was just saying that, okay, well, I'll talk about numerology first. In numerology, it is about staying grounded, practical. 4 is the structure card. 4 is the strength card. It's putting your foundation together. So knowing that your foundation is coming, that you're putting things into place, even if it doesn't feel like it, the universe has your back. Things are working out in the ethers for you. And remember when I said that the Emperor card keeps coming up either as in the deck, and as it did for you guys as a clarification card, also as the 4. Well, actually, I'm going to point out the 4 because he's the Emperor. I'm also going to look at the number 13 in the Major Arcana, because some of you have gotten me when I deduce a Major Arcana card. And so the original number was 13, and I'll look at that card as well. But he continually comes up as well. So I'm feeling like that the universe has a lot of people's back right now. This could be someone in spirit. This could be a father figure, authority, like I said earlier. Okay, so in the Major Arcana card, drum roll, the number 13 is, let's see, I should know this, you know, there's 21 of them, is the Transformation card. It's called the Death card. I don't like that. Did that come up for you guys earlier? Okay. No, it didn't, but you're transforming. I mean, basically, be in the mode the second half of this month of allowing transformation to come your way, because you have Jupiter in your first house. Yes, it is in retrograde. It is, but it will go forward. Let this unfold for you. Your spiritual assessment. I don't know what exactly that means, but assessment of yourself, and let acceptance of others and yourself be one of your priorities?